Well, it's here, the Xbox One. That is what they're going to be calling it, Xbox One. And this is a picture of what it looks like. Looks pretty good, right? That's right, looks good, yeah. So I just got finished watching the live stream of the Xbox conference, and I gotta say I'm pretty amazed, I'm pretty impressed of how fast and fluid the new Xbox is, and it looks good. It looks pretty good. The controller's been redesigned, and it looks tighter, and it looks a little bit better. And overall, I think I would definitely get the Xbox. You know, I wouldn't mind getting it. But all my friends got the PS4, PS3. They got PS4 yet. I don't think I might be even getting it. So the Xbox just look pretty damn good. It looks freaking amazing, man. And the system is just so fast. It's so fluid. It's unbelievable. From watching, they showed a demo of them playing the game. They were watching the game. I don't know what he was doing. He was doing something. Playing the game, and then he switched right into television. You can watch television on it now, and then you can switch right back to it or browse the web. And switching back and forth, all he did was said a few things like Xbox switched to the cable, Xbox switched back to the game, and it just switched back without no waiting whatsoever. But just switch right over. I'm like, oh shit, that's fast. So overall, I think I pretty much like it. They did mention some few things I was looking for, but then they did mention a few things. They mentioned the graphical power, 5 billion transistors. I don't remember. I don't recall. They didn't mention whether or not if they were going to go with ATI or AMD or Nvidia. They didn't mention that. All they mentioned was that it was 8 gigs of RAM. It should be GDDR5 RAM, which is going to be shared just like how you see it on the PS4s and shared with the system and with the graphics card itself. And that will make it a pretty freaking fast system. It's going to be the 64-bit architecture, which is the also x86, something like that. Like something like the PS4 has, which would mean that everything will talk together. PC, the Xbox, the PS3 will all talk together, and that'll be great because they will be able to get games really fast, and they won't have to put too much time into making a game and be like, oh man, I don't think I want to port the game over. You know, you got to do a whole lot of converting, all that stuff. You know, I just don't want to do it. So it's important that this happen, this transition happen, and so that developers, it could be easy for developers to make games for these consoles and being able to port them back and forth. And all the consoles, all the PC, the Xbox, the PS4 could all start making love together, and you know, games could be ported back and forth one another, and hopefully it won't be delayed. Like I noticed when games come out for the PC, it takes like a few months later to come out. So hopefully that'll be like a lot faster. And this is something I was really looking forward to. That's all I wanted to hear. 64-bit architecture like a PC, just like the PS4 has happened. So that's what I really wanted to hear. So moving on to the next specs, it has 500 gig hard drive, which I think it should have been a little bit more, maybe a 1 terabyte. Hopefully, if they would have put a 1 terabyte hard drive in there, they would have done it without subsidizing something else. So it's still pretty impressive. 500 gigs. I would have liked 1 terabyte. Hard drive is not that expensive nowadays. Like you can pull up a 1 terabyte for like $100. As USB 3.0, which is necessary, it's a feature. So if a lot of things don't need it right now, it will. Like especially since the Xbox should support 4K video, and you download a video file, shit, you're in America. If you're not in Kansas City, you will be waiting a few days for your 4K movie to download. It could be a few days for your 4K video to download if you don't live in Kansas City. I'll tell you that right now. So having a USB 3.0 with a USB 3.0 hard drive will be able to transfer files back and forth really fast through back and forth to the system or playing a video file. It'll be much better off playing on a USB 3.0. If you play a 4K video, I don't know if it should be compatible with 4K. There's a feature. They didn't state anything about 4K video playback in the conference, but I think it should be able to do so, just like the PS4. And you'll be able to download, or in the future, maybe the next few years from now, or 2 years from now, a year from now, be able to buy a 4K movie and watch it on your console. You want to burn it to a hard drive, because hard drive is really not that expensive nowadays. And if you were streaming on a USB 2.0, you'll get a lot of lag. Your video will freeze up a lot. It just wouldn't work. It really wouldn't work. So USB 3.0 is definitely necessary, and it's the future, and everything is going to start being USB 3.0 compatible, especially phones. They need to start doing that like ASAP. It's going to have 8 gigs of RAM. You didn't mention again if it's going to be GDDR5 or anything like that. You just say 8 gigs of RAM. I'm hoping it should be GDDR5 for the fastest, for it to share with the system and the graphics card back and forth. So that should automatically be there. It's going to have dedicated servers. It's going to have up to 300,000 servers compared to the previous Xbox that had less. I don't know, 15,000 servers. This one's going to have 300,000 servers. So that will be good. The Kinect is going to be a lot more sensitive. It's going to be just more, it'll be able to pick up like everything you do from your wrists. I'm not sure about your fingers, but your wrist, it'll be able to pick all that up from your wrist and everything, how you move and everything. It'll pick it up way, way, way better. So that should be really nice. Also being able to do voice commands. You can do a lot of voice commanding with the new Xbox, which is really nice. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, that's pretty much it. That's all it did. All of a sudden I was watching the show and it just stopped on me. Like, why would you just stop? They played. The last thing I saw was the Call of Duty Ghosts, which it wasn't actual gameplay. It looked like a cutscene they were doing, and it just wasn't an actual gameplay. So I'm still holding back my judgment from it. So far, it looks good compared to the previous generations of Call of Duty. All the new graphical engine and the way everything looks, the self shaders and all that stuff. It looks pretty good. It looks better. That's the last thing I saw, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. Like, okay, you can't just stop. You didn't even say goodbye to me. You didn't even say goodbye. This went away. Like, okay, well, you could turn in on E3 the next 20 days and you can watch and continue and, you know, guys take care. No, it just went away like a boss. Like, damn, okay, like that's dirty. So that's pretty much all of it. The Xbox, as you can see, does look pretty good. You know, if I do get a gamer console, you know what? There's no rule here that says I can't get both. I'll just get them both. That would be expensive. E3 in 19 days and maybe 18 hours from now. There are more things to be revealed about it. Hopefully to get in depth with the CPU. Hopefully it's an 8-core. That would be nice to equal up with the PS4. So just gotta wait and see. At least they revealed the console, unlike Sony. At least they revealed it. So that's a big plus for them. It's like, oh my god, my eyes opened up really wide. Like, is that the console? Ooh. Anyway, guys, as always, I will talk to you later.